So obviously, Tom knows the character of Loki. What was it kind of like working with him on building your character, since the two are very intertwined? We don't exactly know who she is yet, but like they're clearly like very connected.
It was fascinating listening to Tom talk about Loki. Like you say, he knows that character inside and out. He's been playing it for 10 years. He knows him better than anyone in the world. And it was so helpful to have Tom there to, ask questions and just watch him play Loki. And I could, you can see what he loves playing about him and how much fun he's having. And I guess I just tried to do the same thing, just have fun and find Sylvie for myself and just make her unique.
What was it like kind of building her up and figuring out who she is?
I mean, I was lucky that, and there's some really great scripts, and the writers have done a lot of the work already. Like Sylvie, she's got some great lines. She's funny. She's pretty mysterious at first, but she's super angry, and she's laser focused on this mission that she has. It was fun doing the sort of stunt work and the fighting, because I think the physicality of Sylvie started to come out when we were talking about how we wanted her to fight. Loki is a very elegant fighter. He's sort of balletic in his movements and quite polished and beautiful in the way he fights, whereas we wanted Sylvie to be a lot rougher and a lot more of the streets and a lot more of a brawler, and like she just loves fighting, and every plan she has like turns into a fight. It's just her number one go-to. Not sure what to do, she's just going to fight them. And that told me a lot about the character. She's brave, she's strong, she loves fighting, she's really angry, and she's sort of like a wild cat. That's how I see her. She's like this feral animal that's just been let loose, and it's just so fun to play.
You guys also get into something that the MCU has not really gotten into before, which is like the love, romance, sexuality discussion. People were so excited to hear Loki kind of admit he was bisexual, which he's never gotten to do before. So what has that been like, kind of combining the fighting, the like street tough of the character?
So wonderful to play that scene, especially on the train. You get to see both characters being really vulnerable with each other for the first time in the story. And it's really important to understand the character as a whole, to see, them vulnerable. And it felt very special. I think when we were filming it, we did know how important that scene was going to be, and how important that representation was for Loki to come out. No idea it would be such a big deal. I mean, I know the representation's a massive deal, but there's so many people who have engaged with it, and which is just so brilliant and wonderful. It's just been really exciting to be a part of that.
Were you prepared for the love that people have for Loki?
I knew how much people loved Loki. Like he's possibly the most beloved character in the MCU. He got 10 years of people who love him so much. I think I knew that looking in, but now I'm sort of in this world, it's still very overwhelming how much people love him and how many people out there sort of relate to the character, and that's just brilliant.
Can you talk at all about how that conversation and the theme of that conversation kind of continues in the series? Are these two people looking for love?
I think they talk about it in that scene, don't they? And Sylvie sort of says it was always just like a means to an end, or a way to get by. It was never real. It's kind of sad that neither of them have ever experienced that. Everyone deserves to experience that at some point. Just have to keep watching and see what happens.
I think people are going to respond to the finale.
I'm hoping they're just like, oh my God, wow, I didn't see that coming and it's even better than I expected. I honestly don't know. Who can say? I hope people love it.